The 10th anniversary reveals have been crazy for everyone, let's be honest. I released a video, I said I was jinking it, and I meant that. I was jinking it crazy style. Now, what I want to start off with is, I was right. This is going to be a prediction video for this stuff here, but I want to talk about my prediction I did. So I released this video, it looks like same shirt, more than the same shirt. That's awkward. What we're seeing here is, didn't get a lot of views, guys. You guys didn't watch this one. It's not my usual type of video. If you guys didn't watch it, please watch the videos. Thank you, guys. Come on, lock in. But this was 10 days ago. It's all from this slide here. So I called it the Cool Blue Jink 10th anniversary concept. And I do still stand by that it was a very good idea, but it also seems to be very similar to what they ended up actually doing, which is the all of Dragon Ball as our theme here. Now, I literally said this as in I want to represent Dragon Ball Saga, Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Cell Saga, Buu Saga, Z movies, GT, Dragon Ball Super. I did put Dragon Ball Super movies as well, and Daima. Now, one thing I did miss, obviously, was they did not specify Dragon Ball Super movies, and of course, they do not specify Daima, but very close. This is kind of what I had here. If we're just going to run through it quick, this is what I had for Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Buu Saga, representation. Basically, I want a representation for everything. My ideas for releases, funnily enough, I did have Gogeta and Super Vegito on one card together as a dual unit, and then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And then my part 2, I wanted Teen Goku when he fights DKP, and then a combo unit. This is supposed to be Evo Vegeta and MUI together as a Carnival LR. And then, of course, I had the Super Secret Part 3 banner, a Gold Coin, Super Saiyan 3, 2 to 3 Vegeta Mini. Let's go. Now, I mean, I was honestly pretty close. I mean, of course, we got the Vegito, and then we got an Evo Vegeta with an MUI Goku unit super attack, but that's pretty dang similar. I'm not gonna tell a lie. Not only that, a lot of my ideas here for what I thought we would be getting to represent everything, I'm just gonna say I wasn't super far off. If I'm being 100% honest with you, kind of like that I was able to get in the minds of the Dokkan heads. So you guys gotta listen to me when we're talking about this here, which is, of course, the Dokkan battle, 10th anniversary, whatever, what you call it. I'm gonna get rid of myself here because I don't think it's super necessary. So goodbye. And let's just go over this stuff here. Now, this is what they showed us during the live stream, and they said this is gonna be kind of our roadmap. They've said, predict what you think we're going to see. Talk about it. So that's what we're doing here. We're talking about what we could see for these releases. Now, we're going to go over exactly what they said because it's been kind of the main... When people are doing the predicting, and there's been a lot of misinformation going around. Here's what they said. They said what will be on here. Easy A's. Super Easy A's. Event characters and summon characters. That's exactly what Ken said. Easy A's, Super Easy A's, event characters, and summon characters. That is what we are going to see here. Now, I'm going to throw in the obvious choices. I'm going to just quickly throw in, these are 100%, these are as close to a guaranteed easy, these are guaranteed to be shown in this celebration. 100% without a doubt in my mind. This is what I'd say, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind we're seeing this right here. And that is, of course, the Year 7 Easy A's, Part 1 and Part 2, Worldwide Celebration, Goku and Full Power Frieza, and then Super Easy A, Super Gogeta and Janemba. Those are 100% guaranteed. 99% guaranteed, we'll say that. And you never know, Dokkan could always do something kind of weird. But I would say these are perfectly represented. It perfectly fits the spots that we have here already for Saiyan Saga and Planet Namek Saga and GT. We already know Year 7s are coming. Year 7 Part 2s, it fits perfectly to do Part 2s as well. And of course, Namek Saga fits perfectly to do those two. It's so obvious, it hurts. Now, what I would say is 99%, not necessarily 100, is Super Easy Gang, Gogeta, and Janemba. But it's 10th anniversary, this is first anniversary characters. There is literally not a better time to Super Easy these guys. There just is not a better time to do it. I don't know what to say. And for 11th anniversary to Super Easy, Year 2, it just makes so much sense. Sorry, I just don't see any way we aren't doing that here. Now we have one important question we have to ask ourselves. Banner units? Are banner units going to be on here? Remember, we will have easy A's, super easy A's, event characters, and summon characters will be on here. I honestly, banner units could be on here. So we're going to go through two different realities. If banner units are on this roadmap, or if banner units are not on this roadmap. So let's start off with if banner units are on this roadmap. So let's just put in a banner unit for Vegito. Honestly, I don't really care about this as much, but if I had to put a banner unit for Vegito, I'd want it to be Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 1 Gohan. I want him in the green gi. I want him looking like that because that shit is so cool. Like, that is probably Gohan's best look, is having the Saiyaman gear with just the green gi, the gloves, the black underneath. Like, he is so goddamn cool with that stuff. So if I had to but like, they could do that. They could do Shin, very similar to like Legends, what they did. I mean, the Vegito is pretty much what they got 6th anniversary for Legends. So you put like a Shin there. I'm not complaining. I don't really care that much, but that's just where my mind jumps to. Now that we have the Dokkan Fest done there, let's go over. So this would be all of part 1 plus the gimmies. Let's just go over the summonable characters first. So let's start off with the next Dokkan Fest and Dokkan Fest banner unit that I would think would come. And that would be a blue Vegito and a Rage Trunks. Yet again, banner unit doesn't matter, but if we're grabbing blue Vegito, I guess I'd grab Rage Trunks. Now, I know what you're already thinking. Another Vegito Dokkan Fest? I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, we got the year 7s right up here, and those were both Gogeta. I don't think it's that crazy. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I think Gogeta representation has been very high, and I don't really mind Vegito representation. Now, the big reason why I decided to put Vegito as a Dokkan Fest, if you remember correctly, for the 10th, I should have put a slide up for this as well. But the Dokkan Fest and Carnival summons have a theme, and they said summons. They said Dokkan Fests. They said carnivals. They made it plural. They made it so you know this counts for part 1 and part 2. The Dokkan Fests are the duo, the miraculous duo, the miraculous power of the strongest duo is, I'm pretty sure what it is. It's fusions. I've thought about it. I actually kind of brainstormed. Are there any moments where Goku and Vegeta are working together that might rival fusions in this word? And my first thought was maybe Evo Ken, which is already pretty represented here. And then the rest of them, like, yeah, it's just fusions. So it's going to be a fusion no matter what. And if we're assuming banner units are on this roadmap, which I am, then I'm going to assume that we need an extra spot for it. It's not coming to Android/Cell Saga. That means it has to come in Dragon Ball Super. And it was really just a choice between, well, are we getting another Gogeta Blue after we just got 9th anniversary, or can we get a standalone Vegito Blue? I think I'd rather get a standalone Vegito Blue. I think most of us would. Rage Trunks is a banner unit. Yet again, I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. Now, Carnival LR characters is what comes next. Now, the Carnivals, they had a different one. They had family and rivals. Now, I have no clue if that means that one side is rivals and one side is family, and that's just it. Like, you can't have just, like, for example, part 2 can't just both be family. I'm going to assume it's separate because Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, he's family. It obviously goes along with Pan, all that. Vegeta's rivals. I don't think I need to explain that for more than 2 seconds. I really hope. So we're looking at family and rivals. I'm thinking it is going to be father, son, Kamehameha. That's pretty family if you goddamn ask me. And then this one's a little bit more, but it is Goku when Teen Goku. Now, I want to be a little specific in this one because I didn't put in the picture, because that one might be like, how's that rivals? DKP using rival. And I 100% agree with that. He is rivals, however, with Tien. Tien is literally on the category worthy rivals. Now, it's pretty simple that we could have Goku from the, what tournament number would it be? The tournament where he fights Tien and then has a standby or some sort of transformation where he drinks the mystic water, whatever, powers up before when he fights DKP. Or honestly, they could just throw him there when he fights DKP. Like, I don't really care. Goku's a rival to a lot of characters. Like, I couldn't give two shits about how they want to try to wrap their mind about it. Here's the thing. I'm going to say 100% without a doubt in my mind. I almost want to even give it a gimme, but whatever our Dragon Ball rep is, it's going to be an LR character. It's going to be a seminal LR character. They're not putting one Dragon Ball character there and making a big deal that Dragon Ball is also represented if it's not going to be a seminal character. Like, it's just not happening. It's too mean to Dragon Ball fans. I see no reason why they'd make such a big deal about it. They know people want this. It sells well in Japan. I feel like people who don't like it on global are idiots. When we see him come out and he's got stellar animations, people will be excited when he's a great unit. Like, he deserves to have one of the seminal spot. We have 6 goddamn seminal units. We can have a Kid Goku / Teen Goku as a goddamn summonable unit. So that's what I want to do for him. I'm thinking we could do that. Another option is also 23rd World Tournament Goku. The only problem is I would argue most of his animations are pretty much done after a golden week. But yeah, that one there. And obviously it would be a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan who has the father-son Kamehameha in some way. I'm really hoping it's not a standby. I would pray it's not a standby, like charge standby, because we already have freaking what is it, family Kamehameha. I don't need a repeat of that is pretty much where I'm at. But obviously father-son Kamehameha must be in there some way. There's obviously family in a pretty big way. I like that one quite a bit. Now, let's talk about event characters super duper quick, because here's the thing. Year 8 and year 9, they've done the same exact thing, which is they have one free-to-play character, just through events, and then one free-to-play LR. Last year, the free-to-play LR was Sleepy Beerus, and the one event character was that first form Frieza. And then year 8, the LR character, I believe, was Majin Vegeta. And then the free-to-play character was that Hercule. Now, before that, they've usually done a couple free-to-play characters, an LR, maybe 2, whatever. But I'm probably going to be sticking with what they're doing for 8th and 9th anniversary, because that's the most recent, and I think that it works really well. So we have 2 free-to-play characters we could get, and I think they're both going to be from Majin Buu Saga. Let me change that. I pray that they're both from Majin Buu Saga, because what the fuck? I looked at this and I was like, 5 Majin Buu Saga representation. Nothing is getting. They have the most. They have the most representation for 10th anniversary. We've only gotten Majin Buu Saga all goddamn year. All year has been Majin Buu Saga. Here, go ahead and scroll through Majin Buu Saga releases and just see what options they have for easy A's and super easy A's, because there's no more easy A's. There's nothing left to easy A on Majin Buu Saga, and I really doubt we're going to be getting 4 super easy A's for Majin Buu Saga. At least I hope. And if we have another Sunable release as Majin Buu Saga, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna lose it. So I'm hoping both free-to-play units are on Majin Buu Saga, so we can just be done with it. All right, now let's go over super easy A's. What I think might super easy A from here, other than of course Super Gogeta and Janemba. What I'm thinking we see for super easy A's is AGL Vegito and Tech Cell. Now I think AGL Vegito is, seeing how much Majin Buu Saga rep we have here, I'm thinking it's an obvious one. I don't think there's any world where we're not getting Majin Buu Saga Super Vegito Super Easy A. He's gonna fit right at home with the new release Super Vegito. They won't share a name. I don't see any world where we're not gonna get him as well. And Tech Cell, he's one of the only early characters, at least before Super Gogeta and Janemba, that need to be represented. Is he the last one? He might just be the very last one that needs to be represented here. So I think it's pretty obvious. Obviously some Cell representation. I like that quite a bit. Now, lastly, let's go over the actual easy A's that we could see here. I'm thinking something like this. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from when he fights Bojack. He could definitely use an easy A. I think that's a really hype unit. It's one that a lot of people want, as well as future Gohan and Trunks. Part of it might just be it's in my mind because he just recently released on Legends as a character, but future Gohan and Trunks that have the revive and the not the standby, have the exchange and the revive. I think they're just really cool. I think that's an awesome option. There's another really good option for Android Cell Saga for regular EZA that we'll actually go over in the next part, which is no banner units. Let's say they actually don't want to do banner units on this roadmap. Sure, let's say banner units aren't on here. Here's the thing. I really think banner units are on here, but let's talk about the possibility where there aren't banner units. Now, what are we gonna take a look at here first? Yeah, Dokkan Fest. It has to be a fusion. It has to be a fusion. There's no other option. So, the only other fusion who could be a standalone Dokkan Fest, honestly, you could still do Vegito Blue. You still could do, you know, Gogeta Blue as a stand. You know, we're not doing that. Dragon Ball Super isn't represented. But I feel like no. I feel like we could, but if I had to pick an option, I would want to give it to this here, to Super Gogeta. A lot of people think Super Gogeta is going to happen already. I think it's a pretty good option. I just feel like getting another Vegito unit in the same anniversary is a little crazy, even for Dokkan standards. I know I brought up the Gogetas earlier, but they at least put them as just blues and then Gogeta an active skill, and they were actually Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas. So they didn't really do 2 Gogetas. So I feel like they wouldn't just do 2 Vegetos like that, not that directly. So in this case, I'm thinking maybe we just get Super Gogeta if I don't have to fill a slot with a banner unit. It makes the most sense to me. And when we go to Carnival LRs, I don't think anything changes. I think the same thing still. I'm 100% locked in on Family Kamehameha. Not Family Kamehameha, with Father-Son Kamehameha on the next one. Pretty much guaranteed locked in that it's going to be that, because I think that's really the only other really big family moment that can really be represented. Other than like, no, I'd say that's probably the biggest family moment that could be represented. Yeah. I would say that. And then I just think, I mean, I don't understand why they wouldn't have Dragon Ball here if they're not giving them a Summon unit. And believe it or not, I don't think there's anything in Dragon Ball that represents the miraculous power of the strongest duo. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. So I'm thinking he gets a Carnival LR pretty much no matter what. Now, let's go over the free-to-play characters again. I'm going to split them up this time around. I feel like it's a little weird to have representative all Dragon Ball and have both the free-to-play units on the same one. It does feel weird. I cannot tell a lie. I mean, like, Majin Buu Saga doesn't need this much. It doesn't need this much. I mean, but then also having 2 free-to-play Majin Buu Saga, I don't know. Year 8 had 2 Majin Buu Saga represent. It's just, I don't know why there's so much Majin Buu Saga here, man. I don't get it. I don't really like it, but I'm splitting up the free-to-plays with this one because it just makes a little bit more sense to me. And you'll understand why I'm going to get to Super Easy A's. Because I still think we're getting Cell, and I still think we are getting AGL Vegito. It just makes the most sense to me. Here's another option we could have on Super. I don't think they're going to go crazy on Super Easy A's. Because think about how little we've gotten over the year and how many celebrations were skipped that didn't even have a Super Easy A. I don't think they're necessarily just piling like 15 Super Easy A's on here. I don't really think so. So I'm thinking we're just keeping the same 2 Super Easy A's, and then we just got regular Easy A's, which let's go over those quick. Now, this is the other option. Honestly, you could do Future Gohan or the Tech Droids here. I think either one of them are fine options. Now, we could see the Tech Kefla Easy A. That's definitely an option. Another option is if they really want to do another Super Easy A, like they're going to do 3 this celebration. I don't think a bad option is Blue Kaioken Goku from that fights Hit. That is the oldest superheroes like category Super Easy A eligible character. So I'd say that's another option. I'd say either them or him if they decide to do the Super Easy A. And then it's like they have so many goddamn freaking Majin Buu Saga characters that are not eligible for Easy A's or are just way too soon for Super Easy A's. Yet again, if they really decide to go fucking bonkers with it and do another Super Easy A, they could do Int Buhan here. Or these are the sub Easy A's, because it doesn't say if sub EZAs are going to count. We call them sub EZAs, but they just call them EZAs. They don't have a special name for them. So these are the banner units for the recently EZA Tech Majin Vegeta and what's his name? The Tech Majin Vegeta and Int Super Saiyan 2 to 3 Goku. So these are their banner units. I think it's an option. I don't think it's necessarily, you know, a super guarantee or anything, but I can see it. I can see it, right? Makes sense to me. Now, like some people be like, it's too, I mean, the sub easy and banners, they just do them whatever. Like they have no rhyme or reason. This is literally just like, I literally just scrolling through Majin Buu Saga and I'm like, yeah, I guess these guys can. I don't know. So honestly, my conclusion in this is kind of that I really, really do believe that this roadmap includes banner units. I really, really do. And I wanted to go through this one to kind of specifically go over the point that I think banner units are on here. Because once you take banner units off, you got some weird options we have here. Just kind of weird. However, we have, of course, one thing. Hey, this all makes sense. What if Dokkan lost it? What if they decided to go insane? This is what I think would happen if they decided to go insane. Yet again, I got the free-to-plays over on Majin Buu Saga. This is assuming banner units aren't on here. This is, yet again, could be either or, but I'm thinking we Super Easy Buhan, and fuck it. Let's Super Easy a physical Vegito Blue and AGL Rosé. Like, come, why not, man? Like I'm not even joking with you. Why not? Just go crazy. You want to make this the best celebration we will ever have, ever? You Super Easy those guys too. Like, what's more hype than that? Be honest. It like insanity, absolute insanity. Now, one thing I do want to mention as well is mechanics here. They did introduce a new mechanic. It's just straight up a new mechanic. That is this like, what are the, it's basically a tag mechanic from Legends. The Goku and Vegeta, 2 separate card arts. You're definitely, they have a plus icon on their name instead of the and or slash. They have the moment, whatever, they're tag units, okay? You're gonna be able to switch between Goku and Vegeta. We don't know how often, but it's something we're gonna be able to switch between the two of them because they have 2 different arts. Now, and then you could transform into Vegito for a momentary time, a certain number of turns, which tells me Vegito's going to be the best unit in the game by far. It's going to be kind of crazy. But that isn't really represented in my new stuff here. Now, it doesn't have to be, you know, when they've introduced new mechanics, it doesn't necessarily mean all of the characters are going to have that new mechanic necessarily. You know, like, let's be honest here. You know, Kid Goku, maybe he could get some sort of standby or something, and, you know, obviously those are nice. Same with Family Kamehameha, you know, those are options for new ones. Gogeta could technically get a standby if we wanted to. He's got one. Gogeta isn't really going to have a tag mechanic. I really hope that if we're getting a Super Gogeta, it's just going to be Super Gogeta and not Goku and Vegeta again, because I'm kind of sick of that. I don't really mind what they're doing for Vegito because at least it's like a new tag mechanic, but then at the same time, I don't want 2 of the new tag mechanic that just fuse. And then they're both locked to the Dokkan. I don't want that. One option we could have is the Family Kamehameha could have a tag, not family. I keep saying family because I'm thinking about the theme. The Father-Son Kamehameha could have a tag. Like they could, I mean, I don't really think they could, honestly. That one doesn't really work. And then like I said, Goku can't. Who's he tagging with? TN? Let's be real. It's, you know, if you don't have, not a lot of, yeah, I just don't really see it. But like I said, we don't have to have them for both of them. Not every anniversary has them all have it, right? It's just true. So anyways, this is kind of what I have. This is my Dokkan Lost It. Let's just roll over this stuff again here. This is my Dokkan Lost It option. This is if banner units aren't on the roadmap, but I really do think they are. And so this would be the option of, hey, there are banner units that are on the roadmap. Here's what I think they would be. This one I'd say is a little bit more what I'd say I predict. If you want to, really the only thing where I'm like, okay, up to you what you want to do is obviously banner units. Like, I don't care about the banner. Like, whatever you want, character you want to have a banner unit, sure, I don't care. Have fun. But the big thing is, and another kind of switchable is what fusion are we getting for the second one? It has to be, if the fusion we're getting for the second one, it has to be some sort of Dragon Ball Super one. If you want to see Gogeta Blue instead, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. But I think I'd rather see Vegeta Blue, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Standalone Vegeta Blue. I think our only LR standalone Vegeta Blue is the freaking free-to-play LR, who they had to like hotfix buff after Easy A. That was kind of funny. I kind of forgot about that. I just kind of remember that. Anyways, that's what I have. Let me know what you guys really want to see. Let me know what you guys think of my ideas. Just want to say this. I was pretty correct with my 10th anniversary guess there, my prediction in the last video. So you guys should be pretty inclined to listen to me. All right, subscribe for more. I'm doing so much 10th anniversary stuff. I love you all. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.